I cannot damn well believe you. What's the deal with that beat-up piece of crap house? I can't believe you fooled me like this.
Right, Wendy, how did I fool you? Look, I'm so confused. What the hell's gotten into you? Flipping out and storming back home like that all of a sudden? And that's not all. You think just because the yard of the abandoned house next door was full of empty buckets gives you any damn right to pour the rainwater in them all over me? I stink because of you. There was mud and all kinds of nasty stuff in there. And there's such a thing as a line, and you crossed it. And what's beat-up piece of crap house supposed to mean?
I'll call a spade, and a beat-up piece of crap house a beat-up piece of crap house. That fancy watch your mom bought you to celebrate you getting a job, that exotic tie pin your grandpa got you, those old Victorian fountain pen collections your dad keeps. Granted, they're not the typical luxuries you associate with wealth, but when I stopped to think about it, I realized they must have actually been pretty expensive. You don't see stuff like that every day, right? So I concluded your family must be rich. But then when we actually drive over to meet them, far from my expectations of a magnificent, stately home, I find nothing but a beat-up piece of crap house that looks ready to fall apart any second.
What the hell is with you? Wait a sec. Let me get this straight, Wendy. Does this mean the only reason you dated me for 2 years was because you thought I was the son of a rich family?
What's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with wanting your husband to make enough money to provide you with a stable life? Go on, I'm waiting. A man's value is determined by the size of his wallet, and it's a woman's right to have expectations. That's one thing I'll never budge on, and I ain't ashamed to say it.
I'm not going to try and invalidate your views, because there are as many different ways of thinking as there are people in the world. But I have to draw the line at pretending you want to meet my parents as a pretext to scope out how much money they have. I only brought you along because I thought you were excited to meet them. What's worse, you barely even looked at the place for 5 minutes before deciding it wasn't up to whatever your standards is for what my parents' house is supposed to look like.
Oh, believe me, Mark, I took a very good look. That's why I got pissed and went home. Scammer. Brokey.
I don't understand you at all.
No, I'm the one who doesn't understand you, you poverty-stricken broke loser. Me and you are so done. I'm breaking up with you. If you want to be in with a shot at putting a ring on this finger, I suggest you get a better job and start making more money. Oopsie, my bad. That's not going to be possible, is it? Who am I trying to fool? There's no way a broke loser raised in a piece of crap house like that could ever afford to have a beauty like me on his arm.
I don't think of myself as poor at all, actually. Real wealth is on the inside, and I had a great upbringing full of love. You won't get any objections from me on the breakup.
Real wealth is on the inside? Oh, God, what kind of fairy tales did those broke-ass parents of yours raise you on? Cringe. Wait, what? You don't care that I'm breaking up with you?
Not in the least. It seems like you've been making all kinds of crazy misunderstandings about me, but one thing is for sure, our views on the world are totally different. Turn into a freaking fire-breathing dragon as soon as you see something you don't like. And what's more, to top it off, you pour a bucket of water over my head. How could I possibly spend the rest of my life with someone like you?
You're right. All right, well, that's that then. I want the 2 years I just wasted with you back. I have never been so wrong about someone in my life. See ya, you sad, pitiful, tragic, broke loser. Hey, Mark. Has it already been 5 years? I have the weirdest feeling that time's passing both super fast and really slowly at the same time. I guess 5 years should have been sufficient for you to get your act together enough that you're finally worthy of putting a ring on my finger. That's great, babe. I'm so excited to hear about how hard you've been working. Well, Where are you living these days? I'm getting my stuff together right now, so make sure you let me know before I move in tomorrow, okay? Mark? Like, hello? You gonna reply sometime? Tell me where you live already. You're not gonna leave your favorite person in the whole wide world hanging like this, are ya? After I so kindly went out of my way to message you after all this time? You do realize that normally in this situation, it's you who should be sending out the first olive branch? Hello? Tell me your new address already. Hello? Why won't you reply to me? Ugh! I know you can see my messages because they all have the little tick mark on them. It's time to man up. Marky Mark, hurry and tell me your address before I die of old age. By the way, I decided to go check out that beat-up piece of crap old house to see if you or your folks were still around. I was hoping maybe you were super rich now and it had been knocked down and had a big lavish mansion built in its place, you know, across the whole area where those abandoned houses used to be. But sheesh, I was so disappointed when I realized it was just some regular detached house. Plus, I could see some young family through the window of what used to be your mom and dad's place. So, putting two and two together, I guess you all moved away? Hurry up and tell me your new address now! Now! Ugh! Why won't you answer my messages? You do want to get back with me, don't you? Address! Now! Fast!
God damn it. What the hell do you want?
Aha! Mark! You're alive. Finally replied, my sweet darling. So, where do you live? I'm ready to move into your mansion and become part of the upper class. It's finally my turn to join the ranks of society's chosen few.
I've no idea what you're talking about. You do know we broke up, don't you?
Sure, maybe we did break up, but you want to get back with me, right?
And what could possibly make you think that?
Haven't you heard about all the rumors from our old classmates?
Rumours?
I saw the article online. Mark, interview with the young hotshot CEO set to take America by storm. How amazing are you? I was so shocked. I can't believe you're doing front page interviews with major media companies now. You really have moved up in the world, huh, baby? It's all they're talking about in our old college group chat right now.
Sure, I know about the article. What does it have to do with you?
Everything. In fact, I can only think it was fate that one of the guys found it and posted it in the chat.
No, it most definitely has nothing to do with you. My life is none of your business.
Stop playing hard to get, silly. The reason you worked so hard to get rich after we broke up is because you want to marry me, right?
Excuse me?
I told you before, right? That if you wanted to be in with a shot at putting a ring on this finger, then you should get a better job and make more money. And you actually did it. I'm so proud of you, baby. I can't believe someone raised in a beat-up piece of crap house like that made it all the way to the top of a major company. And all to win my heart? Oh, God, Mark. I think I'm gonna melt. Well, you did it. You made the grade. Congratulations, baby. All right, let's get married. So, where do you live?
But you're already married.
Huh?
I was a little confused when I saw those nonsensical messages you spammed me with before. It was all too sudden and suspicious for me, so I did some digging. And when I did, I discovered that you married some corporate boss in his 50s, straight after we broke up, but that he eventually divorced you for spending his money like it grew on trees. Guy number 2 was young CEO of venture startup, but he divorced you when he found out you were cheating on him after the kid came out half black. As for your third and current husband, he found out not only were you cheating on him, but also that you're hiding the fact you were a 2-time divorcee with kids by forcing your relatives to look after them. Needless to say, this one's going to end in divorce too.
No way.
Obviously, sucker number 3 is demanding compensation for your betrayal. But since your family already disowned you and you have no one else to rely on to dig you out of the hole you got yourself into, you're totally screwed. And this all just happened to coincide with my interview hitting the news.
Yep, it's just like you say. It's true, I do have kids, and I am set to be hit with my 3rd divorce. But if you love me so much that you worked hard enough over these last 5 years to be getting front-page interviews with major magazines just to be in with a shot at winning me back, then surely none of that matters, right?
You're categorically wrong at the fundamental level, so allow me to correct your insane assumptions one by one.
Correct me? About what?
First of all this stuff about my mum and dad's house being a beat-up piece of crap. I see you went snooping around the neighbourhood and were upset to find a regular old detached house where my mum and dad used to live. And you were right, none of us live there anymore. We sold both the house and the land it was built on.
Huh?
However, since my dad still owns the abandoned house next door, I still park my car there when I head down to see everyone. My mum and dad actually live on the next block now.
Wait a sec. It's not that big stately mansion with the classical portico and Ferrari in the drive, is it?
Bingo. My dad sold the old house just after my granddad passed away 2 years ago, when we were getting on top of everything with the inheritance arrangement. Me and my parents had separate houses built, so now we live apart.
Wow, really? It sounds like you guys came into some money, huh? Hurry up and give me your new address. My divorce with this husband is pretty much guaranteed at this point, so I can move in with you right away. How does tomorrow sound?
Like my worst nightmare. As for the next correction, my efforts at work had absolutely nothing to do with you.
Huh?
It was for my parents who always supported me in what I wanted to do. And my fiancé, who I've been dating for 3 years, we got engaged last year.
Huh? What the hell? You mean you've been seeing another woman?
We broke up 5 years ago, Wendy. What the hell does it have to do with you if I've been seeing another woman or not?
It has everything to do with me. I'll do everything in my power to make sure this wedding is not allowed to go through. Mark my words.
If you've got enough time and energy to do pointless crap like that, wouldn't it make more sense to get a job and lay the financial groundwork for your post-divorce life?
It's not pointless. I just know that if you meet up with me, the flame of our passion will be ignited and you'll be madly in love with me all over again.
You're nuts.
Ugh, just give me some more time. Soon everything will fall into place. Mark, what's going on here? Are you telling me this isn't your wedding?
Huh? Wedding? What are you talking about?
I saw on your Insta page about a wedding today.
I don't have an Insta page.
Huh?
My friends try and get me to use it all the time, but as far as I can tell, it's a waste of time and a productivity killer. My responsibilities as CEO are much more important than using some app. I can't afford to be careless with my time management with the company being set to make its next big break. And I don't see why I'd run the risk of one of our competitors picking up on my posts, or worse, ending up with an internet pitchfork mob after me over something stupid.
Whose Insta was I looking at then?
I don't know. Someone with the same name as me?
Huh?
I don't know then.
No way. Is it really not you? You're not just playing hard to get like you always used to.
Does the account have my face on it?
Well, no.
It's actually impressive you were so convinced it was me that you were wrong.
Begging you, please. I just went to the wrong couple's wedding.
Excuse me? You did what now?
I was sure this Insta making all these wedding posts belonged to you, and they kept making posts with detailed info on the date and venue. I figured that was your romantic way of inviting me. But when I barged into the chapel in my wedding dress, I didn't recognize anybody. There was just some random couple standing at the altar, and everyone was staring at me. Ugh. It was horrible. They said I ruined their wedding, and now they're claiming I owe them money? How crazy is that? They say if I don't pay them compensation and cover the costs of the wedding, they'll take me to court.
Are you a complete moron? Actually, don't answer that. What makes you think I'd help you? You're the one who ruined your own life by barging into a stranger's wedding, based on some nonsensical, deluded assumption. None of this crap has anything to do with me.
Oh my god. You'd throw your fiancé away like this?
Really? You still saying that? My fiancée is a different woman. And to be more precise, we're actually already married.
Wait, what?
We got married at the end of last month. She's not my fiancée, she's my wife.
Last month? But you didn't tell me about it.
Did I need to?
Oh my god.
Oh, give me a break already, Wendy. I'm so sick and tired of your crap, it's hard to put into words. This conversation is over. Bye.
No, wait. Fine, if you're not gonna marry me, at least do something about all this money they're saying I owe them. Mark, please.
Where do I even start? I thought I'd finally seen the back of that lunatic after she insulted my family and broke up with me. But then she appeared out of nowhere, asking me to take her back. Ultimately, her false hopes turned out to be based on the mother of all misunderstandings that came about after she jumped to the wrong conclusion in desperation to get herself out of the mess she had made. Apparently, the couple whose wedding she ruined charged her $50,000 in compensation, which she ended up having to go into debt to pay off. Last I heard, she had no choice but to give her kids up for adoption, and now she's working day and night just to keep the lights on in her shabby, worn-out apartment. I told my wife about what went down with my psycho ex, and she put it nice and succinctly. So she bungee jumped into a life of debt-filled misery to satisfy her unquenchable thirst for rich men. Sad. Hearing it put so simply actually kind of blew my mind. I guess in her own weird way, all Wendy wanted was to be happy. But where did it get her? It got me thinking about what happiness really is. One thing's for sure. The whole thing's been a pretty thought-provoking experience. I like to think that we can learn from everyone. And if Wendy taught me anything, it's that instead of relying on my parents' wealth, I should always work hard to live on the fruits of my own efforts. Hey, Jasmine. Aren't you home yet? Gone late, don't you think? I'm starving. When are you going to get dinner ready?
Are you kidding me, Mark? I just finished work and about to get on the subway.
The subway? Does that mean you won't be home anytime soon? A wife is supposed to get home before the husband and have dinner ready. That's what a normal married life's about.
I told you I had some overtime work today. There's some leftovers in the fridge. Make something yourself if you can't wait. Besides, we're both working, and I work further away. A longer commute. How the hell am I supposed to get home before you?
That's your problem. Figure it out for yourself, for God's sake. Don't rely on me to do everything. You're the wife here.
You know what, Mark? I was meaning to tell you. Instead of trying to solve your hunger issues right about the time when I finish work, can't you shift your thought process a wee bit and prepare a meal yourself? Or just buy something on your way home?
Pardon me? Cooking meals for your husband is a woman's job. Why does the man of the house have to prepare his own meal? Jeez. My mum was able to do all the housework and cook all the meals for my dad without even breaking a sweat. Why the hell can't you do it?
Duh! She wasn't working, that's why. She was a full-time housewife. She wasn't working at the office, which allowed her to focus 100% on her house chores. Is that so hard to understand? But in our case, we both work. The best arrangement would be to both share responsibilities. That seems fair, right? We both work, we're both tired when we finish work, and want to come home and relax. Our situations are exactly the same.
I call that BS idiocy. Mum is mum. You're completely different. Don't compare the two. One thing is certain. House chores and cooking, that's a woman's job. The thought of even allowing a husband to do housework is preposterous. I always thought you were pretty level-headed, but when it comes to this issue, you're like totally lame-brained.
You seem to have forgotten all about the promise you made before we got married. We agreed to share all household chores. Or have you conveniently suppressed that?
Just stop with the BS and get home to make me dinner. I'm starving. Just hurry it up, will ya?
Yeah, I hear you. But I'm just gonna pick up something on the way home. No way I'm cooking anything tonight.
You kidding me? Pick something up? What did I just finish saying to you, for Pete's sake?
Even if I get home and start cooking now, you'll be eating by... let's see, 10:30ish? You okay with that?
10:30-ish? Are you out of your mind? That's like 2 hours from now. I can't wait that long.
What am I supposed to do then? You refuse to even heat up any of the leftovers or pop that ready-made stuff in the microwave. Your only option seems to be, to die from malnutrition. It's that, or I buy something on the way home. That way, you won't go hungry.
But I wanted to.
So, what's it gonna be?
All right already, but just tonight. You got that.
Yeah. Jasmine, can you spare some time? There's something I want to ask of you. Oh, hi, Mom. What's up? I know it's sudden and maybe out of line, but would you mind if I use your kitchen? Our kitchen? You want to borrow our kitchen? Yeah, I feel like an idiot. I have this party tomorrow with my friends, and we're supposed to each bring something. I was going to make some of my special cookies. And what do you know? Our oven is not working. Oh, that's not good. I was just going to call the repairman and have it fixed, but was told they won't be available until Monday. That's just too late. I remembered that the one at your place is exactly the same model as ours, so I know how it works. So I figured I have all the cookies ready. Just have to pop them in the oven for a few hours and then let them cool. I'll time it from when you get back from work. So if it's not a bother, I'd appreciate it. I don't mind at all, actually. The only problem is, I'm on a business trip right now, and I won't be back tonight. Mark said he was going to be pretty late tonight too, so... Oh my, that is a problem, isn't it? But you still have the spare key we gave you, right? We won't be there. If you don't mind being there alone, go right ahead and use it. No problem. Are you sure? I know you gave me the spare key just for emergencies. I really don't want to interfere with your daily routine or anything. That is an emergency, right? You called to ask permission. I don't see a problem here at all. I'm so happy you feel that way, Jasmine. You're a lifesaver. I'll contact Mark and tell him what's up. Alright, no problem.
Hey, Jasmine, are you there? Your husband comes home and there's nobody to greet me. What the hell? I see you haven't done anything again. No household chores, no laundry, and of course, no meal. When are you ever going to learn, Jasmine? I just looked in the fridge, more leftover crap. You know I won't eat that stuff. And what's on the kitchen table all wrapped up neat and all? Another cold meal. Why am I even working? This is what I come home to after a hard day's work. Oh God, this is the worst. Has your cooking gotten worse? Figures. You haven't cooked in so long. I'll give this meal an F-. This stuff isn't even fit for a dog. This goes right to the garbage dumper history. Good riddance.
Is that you, Mark? Do you realize what time it is? Don't tell me you just dumped tonight's dinner into the garbage.
The stuff that was prepared for you on the kitchen table? Yeah, straight into the garbage bin. It's all your fault, Jasmine. Always weaseling out of your household chores. Cooking this crap at the last minute. I've had enough.
Mark, have you forgotten? I'm on a business trip right now.
Huh? Business trip?
Yes, the client's office is pretty far, so I was told to stay overnight at the local business hotel. I told you about this the other night. I guess you weren't listening. Which means that if I'm not there, how the hell am I going to cook or clean? You tell me, Mark.
Huh? And what was that meal?
I asked your mom to cook something for you.
You asked Mum to cook me tonight's meal?
Yeah, your mom texted me and asked me if she could use our oven. It seems hers broke down or something. She used a spare key to get in. Since I wasn't going to be there, I asked her to prepare something for you. Actually, she offered to cook for you in exchange for using our kitchen.
Wait, what?
Your mom said she texted you about it. Did you get her message? Don't tell me you didn't see it.
What, you're kidding, right? I just saw the line message Mum sent. I got a whole slew of messages from my friend and I totally miss Mum's.
Good heavens, Mark. Did you really dump the stuff your mom made? You actually tossed it all out? You're not kidding.
I was only trying to,
You really chucked it out. Your mom was super excited. She was all hyped up about making you your favorite chicken casserole. Don't tell me you threw out the stuff in the fridge too.
Wait, not that. You're not telling me Mum made that too, are ya?
Well, I sure don't remember making anything the last few days.
You can't be serious.
I'm surprised at you, Mark. I mean, you took a bite out of your mom's cooking, your favorite casserole, and you spit it out saying it tastes like crap and chuck it in the garbage? What's wrong with you, Mark? I thought you loved your mom's cooking. Has your taste buds gone haywire? Maybe it's just that you got in your head that anything I cook equals crap. That must be it. Self-induced mental whatever. Jasmine, are you texting with Mark right now? Mom? I'm really sorry about... Before you say anything, Jasmine, everything is fine. I know all about it. Excuse me? Could it be that you're still at her place? Yes, that's right. I'm at your place. I came into the place very quietly, so I think he still doesn't know I'm here. Right. Can I ask what the situation is at the moment? Before we get into any of that, there is something I wanted to convey to you. Although it may come as a total shock to you, but it's something that you need to know. I'm really sorry about this. I'm not sure what you're getting at. I was cooking and stepped out for a while to go and get some sugar and flour at the 24-hour supermarket down the street. On my way home, I spotted Mark and was just about to call out to him when he was with another woman. Stop right there, Mom. What? He was with some woman I've never seen before. He was saying goodbye to her just around the corner from your place. So I figure she lives nearby. I see. A woman, huh? I'm really sorry I had to tell you this, Jasmine. But I just couldn't keep such a thing from you. I thought you had the right to know. I hope you're not angry with me. No, not at all. I'm actually grateful. To tell you the truth, I had my doubts about him for some time now. I started to get skeptical about his actions when he started complaining about my cooking and going out drinking until late. Something he never used to do when we first got married. He's probably going about his business like it's normal, but his daily routine and just the way he's been acting, it was sort of obvious, come to think of it. I see. I'm so sorry, Jasmine. He's my son. I feel responsible. No need for you to apologize, Mom. You've done nothing wrong. You have every right to punish him. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Although he's my son, I'm on your side of this, Jasmine. We need to collect all the evidence we can get. So for now, let's go about our usual routine. Thanks, Mom. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so for now, I'll confront him about the casserole he tossed out. Give him a piece of my mind, but no mention of you-know-what. And Jasmine, get your emotions in check before you come home. Got that? Yes, I'll do just that. Thanks, Mom.
Jasmine, where are you? You know what just happened? Mum was right there in the house. She was here all along. She even saw me throw out her chicken casserole. What am I going to do? Why didn't you say something?
How was I supposed to know? Anyway, this was all of your own making, Mark.
Come on, Jasmine. Don't say that. Text her, would ya? When she gets this angry, there's no way I can put out the flame.
I'm not a firefighter. Don't ask me.
Be friendly with her. You guys get along. She'll listen to you. Oh, come on, please. Just cool it then. Oh, please.
None of my business. You work it out with her.
But, please.
I have a long drive back tomorrow, so I'm hitting the sack. Oh yeah, I'm going to stop off at my folks' place on the way home, so I won't be back for the weekend.
Please, Jasmine, you can't leave me hanging.
Good night, Mark. Have fun.
Anyone pisses my mum off is going to suffer the consequences. What the hell is this? Why are you demanding compensation from me? And what's this about a divorce? When the hell did this happen? What did I do to deserve this?
You got the divorce papers from my lawyer, right? It's all in that affidavit. The compensation demands and why I'm asking for damages. Would you please read the darn thing before you start mouthing off at me?
What damages are you even talking about? What, are you accusing me of cheating on ya? You think I got another woman or something?
No use denying it. I know all about it, Mark.
Huh? Excuse me?
The woman down the street? Her husband is away on that business trip. This has apparently been going on for, what, 6 months now?
Oh, what are you talking about?
You started complaining of my household chores and cooking because of her, right? She's a housewife that you so highly regard, unlike me. You sort of made out like I should be like your mom. This wonderful super housewife, which I must admit is... But in reality, you were comparing me to that woman.
No, Jasmine, you got me all wrong.
And just so you know, your mom is well aware of the whole situation.
You're kidding me?
She said she was fed up with you and said she will be staying at your sister's place for... Not sure how long. You better ask her.
Did she really say that? I don't believe it. My mum too. She's abandoned me too.
Just so you're aware, the one that witnessed you with that woman was your mom. She told me about her. No need to tell you why she's so pissed off. Well, that's all I have to say. if there's anything else, please talk to my lawyer first.
Please, Jasmine, let's talk about this.
Nothing to talk about, Mark. Goodbye. Well, it took some time to convince him, but with all the evidence, how could he not agree to the divorce? I was able to get all that I demanded for their infidelity. As a matter of fact, I just confirmed that the full amount was deposited into my account this morning. As for those two, I heard they started living together after her divorce. But they are apparently bickering constantly. The reason? Ironically, it was something to do with sharing household chores. With both of them in debt, they are evidently living in an old beat-up apartment down by Market Street, and both working day in and day out to pay off their debt. Because they were never home, their house turned into a frightful mess. What makes matters worse is that they keep demanding that the other do the housework, making the situation even worse. A real revolving door situation. I heard that the police were called on several occasions because of the heated arguments. Not a situation that could go on forever. They were eventually evicted, which was the last straw for that ill-fated relationship. Both of them apparently skipped town never to be seen again.